It's time to get dialed in. Join me, your host, Dom Faussette. Get ready to do the Dom thing. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the ThinkReactLead radio show here on 1100 KFNX. I am your host, Dom Faussette. When you start to put in the work, guess what happens? Inadvertently, you become good at what it is that you do. And as you put in more work, then success comes your way. When I say success, I'm talking about a feeling. I'm not talking about monetization. How do you do that? You step outside of your comfort zone. Let's just start with the top of the day. Top of the day, we all have the things that we do. Some of us wake up and we go back to sleep because we hit our alarm, right? And there's reasons for that. It's because you've adjusted your actions to be okay with second best. See, first best is waking up, not hitting your snooze button like many of us do, and getting out of bed because you're happy to be alive. But what's a simpler way to do that? You just get out of bed. You don't have to have a plan of attack when you get out of bed. One of the things I've shared this with everybody is that once my eyes open up, I just pop out of bed. Right? I can wander aimlessly around my house for a couple minutes because when you're walking, is it really aimless? No, you're actually moving your body. There's some action that's being taken there. If you're having a rough morning, just get outside and get some fresh air. Right? Getting outside and getting some fresh air will allow your body to engage something different than what you were doing for the last 8 hours, which was sleeping. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. I'm your host, Dom Faussette, here on the ThinkReactLead radio show. Breaking those habits is how you're going to get over the barriers. Getting dialed in on what it is that your purpose to do. And I'm not talking about some guru approach to, hey, what's my life's purpose? No. Heck, maybe you got to wake up and get your kids ready for school. Yes, sometimes that can be daunting. Sometimes it's a pain in the neck. Let's just call it what it is. But guess what? It's okay. It's okay that that's a pain in the neck. If we remove ourselves from thinking that everything that we do has to be happy and joyful, and we have to enjoy every moment that we find ourselves in, if we remove that thought process, guess what? Then you end up lowering your expectations. And I'm talking about for the actions in the moment. Some things you just have to do. See, when you become accustomed to putting in work, when it comes time to do work, guess what? Life gets easy for you. So many entrepreneurs and even people in leadership get caught up in this idea generating space, and they call that work. Yet when they look back on their results, the results are minute at best. Why? It's because you spend all this time writing down what your ideas are, and even some of you getting people to implement said ideas, but what are you implementing on your own? Are you implementing? And more oftentimes than not, if you were to write down the ideas you come up with versus the actions taken on said ideas, you'll find that you're not putting in the work required to break those barriers. Again, my name's Dom Faussette, your host of the ThinkReactLead radio show, and I'll see you on the other side.